HTC Rezound, my very first smartphone ever. Coming in with a 4.3-inch screen and a 720 pixel display with a mass of 170 grams. The Droid Rezound was also the first phone ever with Beats audio installed on the phone, which enhanced the audio no matter what headphones you were using. It originally used Android 2.3.4 Gingerbread with HTC Sense 3.5, and eventually got Android 4.0.3 update with HTC Sense 3.6 towards the end of its lifespan. Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Tech2000. My name is Blake. I am your host,
AKA your mama's best friend, your daddy's worst nightmare. You probably heard of me.
And in today's video, we will be reviewing the first phone that I ever owned, which is the HTC Rezound. Let's get right into it. Okay, so one thing that I noticed while reviewing this phone is the load screen. That shit took forever. As you can see, it took 2 minutes and 12 seconds to load up after turning it on. Yeah, back in the day, it did not take that long, I don't think. Yeah. And as you can see here, the Google Play Store no longer works on here. It is no longer supported, so you can't download any apps. Yeah, I tried to go to YouTube through the Google browser because the YouTube app itself does not work anymore. And sorry that it's sideways for some reason. And yeah, as you can see when you go into the YouTube, it basically just reloads a bunch of times. I did get it to show videos on my timeline at one point. Like right here coming up, you'll see that I did end up getting it to actually show some videos on the timeline. Yeah, you can see me scrolling through right there through my feed, and then it just wouldn't load anymore. When I got to a certain point, it just wouldn't load any more videos, and yeah, YouTube doesn't really work. I was trying to go to YouTube to test out the Beats audio, but it just, yeah, it doesn't work at all. And then you see here, after I type something in into the YouTube search bar, it just reloads and reloads and reloads once again. This was a big problem for me, trying to load into YouTube, trying to find a video, whatever. It was just kind of unusable, in my opinion. It wouldn't really let me watch a video at all. And as you can see here, when I tried to load into my YouTube channel, it kind of loaded. Not really, kind of, I guess. I don't think it showed like my subscriber count or anything. It doesn't show any of my videos either. Yeah, see, it just does that reloading thing again. So yeah, YouTube just, it doesn't work on here. There's not much that does work on here in 2021. Yeah. Alright, so as you can see, I just googled Kanye West Donda release date. That's not actually the release date because it didn't come out. And then you see I'm trying to Google a YouTube video, and This also does not work. If you can tell, it just does the reload thing over and over and over. I wasn't actually able to watch the video ever on this phone. It just wouldn't load. I don't know why that is or what. Like, I tried to use the YouTube app and it wouldn't work. And then, as you can see here, it told me to unplug the phone because it was like taking in more voltage than the charger was giving out, I think. So yeah, here's me taking the back off of the phone, trying to look at the battery and the SIM card and stuff. It was actually pretty difficult to take the back off. I remembered it having like a little notch in it, but I couldn't find the notch. Yeah, so I eventually do get it open right here. There you go. Yeah, there's the inside of the phone, the battery, everything. Yeah, this was fine. The battery looked good. It wasn't all bubbled up or anything like a lot of Androids from back in the day that I had happened to have to it. Yeah, so this is just the battery and the SIM card being taken out. As you can see there, not much to it.
Okay.
Alright, and yeah, I'm gonna put this clip in 5 times speed because it's just a lot of bullshit. Nothing happened here. I was literally just trying to watch a music video the whole time and it didn't work at all. And here I am again with a sideways camera, but it's alright. Right here I'm just trying to find like a UNC Tar Heels wallpaper for the phone to see if I can change the wallpaper. Yeah, Google actually let me get an image of a wallpaper. And yeah, I actually downloaded it and did the thing to, and right here was another big problem. The home button just like barely works at all. Like, as you can see, I'm pressing the shit out of these buttons and they are not doing anything. I'm trying to go home because I'm trying to make this image my wallpaper. And then I turn it off and turn it back on to see if it does anything. It doesn't do anything. Yeah. Tried a bunch of stuff. None of it worked. So yeah, I ended up just having to press the home button a shitload of times like this. And it was really frustrating. There we go. I finally got home. Alright, and yeah, right here you can see that I'm actually browsing through Netflix on the web. Yeah, it was actually working. I couldn't watch anything. It told me that I needed to download the app to watch Netflix, which is fine. I was just glad that I could load a web page, honestly. It didn't work, but it worked. I mean, I couldn't watch anything, but at least I could like scroll through and browse it. And here I am changing the widget clock at the top of the phone. Yeah, this worked. Unlike everything else, this actually worked. So yeah, I did this. And I ended up going with this one right here. Yeah. So yeah, it let me change the clock at the top, which is pretty cool. I didn't expect that to work. So yeah, back in the day, I really actually liked this phone. It was a really good phone in my opinion. And with the 4.5 inch screen, or no, 4.3 inch screen, it was actually one of the biggest screens on the market back in 2011. Surprisingly, maybe to you nowadays. But yeah, it was bigger than the Samsung Galaxy S2 and the iPhone 4S, and it was bigger than its predecessors in the Droid family, like the HTC, or the Droid Incredible, and the other predecessors that it had. And yeah, in my opinion, this phone was really good in 2011, but it is not usable in 2021. I mean, you can't do anything on here. I can't even really take a good picture or anything. Yeah, like, it's not really usable. So I wouldn't recommend you go pay the $12 or whatever that I spent on this on eBay. I just did this for the fuck of the video. Yeah. So the HTC Rezound was the first phone ever with the Beats audio in it, and this was before Apple bought Beats, so this was a big deal. And the sound quality on it back in the day was very good, so I was trying to go into the YouTube app to watch a music video with my Beats on, or with any headphones, really. Doesn't really matter, and see if that Beats audio would still work, but I couldn't get any music on here. This phone is a dud now. It doesn't do anything. You can't use it. You can't make calls on it. You probably can't text people. Actually, one thing that I did get to do is I could email myself from this phone to my other phone. Yeah, it was actually really easy. It actually worked. I was surprised myself. And yeah, it did work. Back in the day, this phone was the shit. I loved it. I'm not going to judge this phone based on what it can do now, because I know this phone was the shit back in the day. I used it back in the day. I used to play Angry Birds, Minecraft Pocket Edition, anything on here. Temple Run, Subway Surfers. It was a great phone. So I'm not gonna judge it on what it is today. It's a shell of itself right now. And yeah, I'll get back to you guys later with another video, probably tomorrow. And yeah, see you soon. Peace.